Welcome back to the Cannabis Meditation Network. I wanted to let you know about a new addition to the Cannabis Meditations playlist. It's called Guided Quantum Journey into Multidimensional Higher Self Realities by Lorna Wilson. This is now my favorite meditation because it opened up all kinds of doors in my mind. It's funny, really. All the years I've been listening to people explain how mindfulness works and how consciousness or conscious and the subconscious work, they were all in an effort to understand the processes before I could truly embrace them and start doing the hard work of getting to know myself and make positive changes to my life. So all along, and at the very least, I knew that those changes had to start with me because if I don't feel good mentally, then how can I possibly feel good physically? How could I enjoy the life around me? I knew that whether or not I truly believed anything else, this much was true. See, even after all the things that have happened in my life, things I can't explain, even after I've literally manifested things into my life, I still fall back to that phrase, at the very least. I don't know. Maybe that's just my way of saying that I do understand the skeptics. And because I can only tell you the things that happen to me, you won't necessarily believe it until it happens to you. So anyway, I've practiced meditation and positivity for many, many years. And believe me, it didn't get me very far. I would move forward and then backwards. It was a constant struggle. I'd have amazing meditations before, and I thought they would stick. But inevitably, I would always regress. Maybe now I was just in a better place. As you may recall, in a previous upload, I finally set a goal for myself. One I knew I could attain if I got the job I was shooting for. And I did get that job. So I'm pretty excited about that. It seemed, though, excuse me, that setting that goal changed everything for me. I realized how previously I was just trying to survive. I had no goal. It was just day by day, how to make it through each day. And I think about it, and I'm not even sure if I was in a place mentally to attach to a goal. But all those years of meditation and consciousness education were about to show me something invaluable. So I did this meditation by Lorna Wilson and went deeper into my mind. And I'm sure I've been there before. I'm actually positive I've been there before. But the experience I had this time was rather profound. I saw something that I had never seen before. And it was pretty simple. It was like an old-timey microphone. And by old-timey, I mean, like, think late 70s, early 80s microphone with a cord attached to a tape recorder, the kind that you have to push play and record at the same time to get it to record. And I realized that the tape recorder is my subconscious mind, and my conscious mind is holding the mic. So my one question to myself is, what do I want to have played back? And that's when it hit me. Your conscious thoughts are holding the mic. You've got a blank tape that's, potentially a century long. What do you want? What do you want that tape to play back for you? So I should also mention, though, even though I had this remarkably profound experience with this particular meditation by Lorna Wilson, I've also been practicing my own version of Psych K, and it's literally Psych, P-S-Y-C-H, and then the letter K, two words essentially. There is a 4-minute reprogramming of the subconscious in the same playlist here, which demonstrates a Psych K position, because it is all about how you sit. And in theory, this position creates a circuit of sorts to tell your subconscious that new information is coming in. And, keep in mind that Psych K has a lot more to it. So if you're interested, just search Psych K on YouTube and you will find all kinds of information, even from I believe he's a psychologist who founded this line of thought. So anyway, perhaps it was a combination of these two, the Psych K and this Lorna Wilson meditation, guided meditation, that seemed to crack my code. And it was sheer coincidence, but definitely I've put a lot of effort and time into it. That's why I share the most relevant meditations for me to these playlists on this channel. So I guess, at this point, after telling you the success that I've had and, kind of this new profound vision that I have of life, this would be the point where most would say, hey, buy my course on how to change your life. It's only $150. Well, that's, again, not why this channel exists. This is a place where I like to share the videos and information that inspired me and continues to help me improve myself, which I hope empowers you to reach a deeper understanding of yourself so you can make the changes you need in your life. So, unlike the others who claim they have the key to manifesting your greatest dreams, I can honestly say that the first step in all of this is learning how to meditate, learning how to quiet your conscious mind and let go of some of that control that it has over you, if not all of that control. I think that's the goal. Let go of the control that the conscious mind has over you, because you have to reach this place of peaceful balance. And it's like a sweet spot. And now that I've had a taste of this place, meaning I seem to have a slightly better understanding of that space than I did before. And that understanding seems to resonate with me well enough that I know it to be true. So it seems, with all of that, it seems that I'm able to access this space easier throughout the day and without marijuana. But marijuana is definitely still my deeper meditation guide. But being able to access this place and have that control over my conscious mind, I'm able to correct for the redundant negative thoughts a little bit easier, a little bit quicker as well. So as I mentioned, though, marijuana has been my catalyst for some of the best meditations. And even though I'm able now, a little bit better able to achieve this awareness and control over my conscious thoughts throughout the day, marijuana is a huge help when diving deep into my mind right before I fall asleep. And as you may remember, that's the time you can make huge changes to your deep-seated beliefs. The understanding that comes from diving into yourself and exposing your deepest self, turning yourself inside out through desperate times, all of that, at least for me, it all had to happen. And I had to fall down. I had to do the hard work. I had to know myself. And I had to know how I became who I am in order to know how to change it. So, I realize there's a lot of stuff out there saying you can manifest things overnight. And there are those who believe that their answer is worth paying for. Their answer to how to manifest overnight is worth paying for. And then there are others out there who, provide services to remove your negative blocks. But all of those paid experiences, to me, seem to be missing the point, or perhaps they are unwittingly, I guess for lack of a better term, preying on people's desperation, because everybody wants that magic bullet. So I'm not saying that these people who charge for this sort of thing have bad intentions. I think that many of them truly want to help and share their experience and their message. I just think that the people that are looking and willing to put their money into these quick fix ways of changing their lives, they're looking for that magic bullet to miraculously change their lives. And I'm here to tell you that miracles do happen, but most of the time, miracles come in small packages. And sometimes they're only visible as you look back at them from a future vantage. So, unless you're one of those people who have had a life altering, miraculous event that changes you forever, chances are it'll take a little bit for you to get used to being in the driver's seat of your life. And yes, I will say situations can seemingly change overnight, but you'll see that it's the long run that matters the most. Once you take the wheel, you take the driver's seat in your life, situations literally become small bumps in the road. I know that's easy for me to say. I'm still working on it too. That's just the perspective I have right now. And I don't claim to have all the answers, but I have gained some perspective that you may find helpful. And yes, you can change your situation day by day because, again, you have the mic and a century's worth of blank tape. So it's up to you what you want to record onto that tape to have played back to you. And so don't get me wrong about, talking about people who charge for certain tools that you can access. I believe that most of them have good intentions. I just think there should be a different type of honesty. And to me, that honesty looks something like saying, look, this is going to be a long road and I'm happy to help you, but it's not going to be cheap because it's such a long road. So here are the tools. And I'll sell you my tools, even if they want to capitalize on it in some way. And that's fine. They can sell you those tools. But I really feel that there should be this caveat that those tools will only work if you quiet the chattering consciousness and dive into meditation. So I feel that they should say, before you buy my toolkit, my guidance, learn how to meditate. And if you struggle, you can seek out, people who can help you meditate, guide you through meditations, things like that. And personally, I would recommend smoking a little bit of weed before you begin, because that is a great way to switch from conscious thought and get into your mind. And it just does something to the brain that seems to help with that. So the truth is, oftentimes being guided in one of these sessions, whether it's a meditation session or a healing session, manifesting session, whatever that looks like, it really is a lot like therapy. And it's just a different type of therapy. These events can, these situations and guided events can help uncover your deep-seated beliefs that are inhibiting your growth. But the greater truth is, this type of therapy is just a bit more romantic. You still have to understand your blocks and work all the time to eliminate them. And it really is similar to the placebo effect. If you truly believe that that's someone who's guiding you or energy healing you, and if you believe that that will work, then it will work, because it's all about your belief. After all, it's all your energy. It's the energy you are emitting. So whatever is on the inside is going to come out. And you are literally always working from the inside out. And in my estimation, your conscious mind is repeating the things that you're seeing in your immediate reality and programming it into your subconscious constantly. So that's where cycles come from. You're just repeating cycles based on what you see and how you feel about those things. So if you can change your inner voice and those constant thoughts, you can change the outward expression of that reality, to me. As I mentioned, I've had all kinds of breakthroughs in my spiritual practices and my mental practices over the years. So even though this one and it's on the heels of another big one, but this one seems to be the most, the biggest to date. I can honestly say that I'm excited to see what can possibly happen next. I mean, I've had my mind blown so many times along the way, and I can see why things had to happen gradually for me. I mean, had it not, I may not have been able to truly understand the process and the results. Or maybe it would have just been way too big for me to comprehend, and then it would have been lost on me because I would have just rationalized it away or ignored it or, just not paid any attention. So it had to be this stream of, little breakthroughs, and then bigger and bigger. And so I can tell you my journey has been painful at times. Sometimes it was wonderful, sometimes it was painful. But looking back now after this realization, I can honestly say it was all worth it. So I hope you enjoy the meditations that I've added. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. And don't forget to give us a subscribe. And you can always follow me on Instagram at The Sentimental Stoner. Stay high, everybody.